This is going to be your love and relationship reading for February 2019. I hope you guys are well. This is for Aries rising sun and moon. And because this reading is more specific than usual, it may or may not resonate. I'm hoping that it'll resonate for a number of you instead of just one of you, but we'll just see what comes out. If this does not resonate for you, you may want to check out your other two out of your rising sun and moon, see if any of those resonate for you. I found for myself that it switches around for me. Sometimes it's my moon that resonates more, sometimes it's my rising. My sun, for some reason, almost never applies for me, but yeah, I found that my Vedic sun sign is actually the one that really resonates for me, because in Western astrology I'm a Leo, but in Vedic astrology I'm actually a Cancer, and I found when I do watch the Cancer videos, it actually resonates for me a lot more than the Leo ones. But my moon and my rising always seems to resonate. Sorry about my ramblings. This is going to start off with your past, so you'll know pretty quickly whether this resonates or not, because it starts off with things that have already happened, so you'll be able to tell. And so I'm going to do a simple 6-card spread, and I shall show them to you before I get started. And I hope you guys have a really good Valentine's Day month. Maybe some of you aren't, but okay, here we go. That's my crazy little Aries dog. Can't really help it about the noise from him. He's my constant companion these days. At least he's in a good mood right now and he's not crying. Okay. This seems really specific. Okay. Here are your cards. The first one is the 8 of Pentacles. Your second one is the 4 of Cups. Your third one is the 7 of Wands. Your fourth one is the 4 of Wands. Your fifth one is the 5 of Swords. And your sixth one is the 10 of Wands. Your clarifiers are rather nice though, so there is light at the end of the tunnel with this one. Okay, so in the recent past, or what you're coming away from with relationships, this seems pretty straightforward. So it basically says you have been working really hard on building a foundation. Could be you've been doing a lot of work on the relationship, on making sure that it's solid, or that it works, that it's able to grow, that it's able to do its thing. You may even be have been working really hard on starting a new home together. This could be you bought a house and the house needs some work, as in repairs, and so you've been busy together working on repairs on the house. Or you've been working really hard on fine-tuning what kind of a foundation you want to have with relationships. You may have been working really hard, for somebody watching, in order to make enough money to save up to buy a wedding ring, or to get wedding rings, or towards a wedding. You may even be getting married, and so you've been working really hard on planning the wedding. Something you've been working on the relationship, or working on making the relationship strong or long-lasting or solid, or working towards telling your significant other that you want to take things a step further and possibly move in together. If both of you work a lot, it may be easier for the relationship to exist if you actually live together, because at least then you would see each other in the evenings and on the weekends. You would still see each other a little bit each day. Something interesting, okay? If you've been single and you haven't been in a relationship, it may be that you have been dating possibly, and you have met someone that you would like to start a relationship with, but you're trying to fine-tune how to arrange your time where you're still working, but you're not working so much that you don't have time for a relationship. And it could be that you want a relationship with someone who works hard, someone who has goals, someone who has skills and talents, someone who can provide for themselves, someone who has something to contribute to a relationship. Interesting. Okay. Or you may have met someone at work in the past that you see, it's almost like in your head you call them your future wife or future husband. That's how strongly you feel about this person. You may have met them at work. So presently, it looks as if you are emotionally confused. For some of you, if you're in a relationship, you may have been fighting presently, or okay, let me show you the clarifier. He's acting crazy all of a sudden. Guess that nap gave him some extra energy. So the other clarifier to go with those two is the Seven of Swords. It may be that for some of you, something about the relationship has gotten too boring, or you want more emotional fulfillment in the relationship, but you're reluctant to talk about it with the other person because you're afraid that they're going to get argumentative, or that a fight will start from this. If this really is going on and you feel this way, I don't know if this is really the best relationship for you, because a relationship has to have good communication in order to be able to make it or be able to last. If you are afraid that this person is going to get defensive or angry if you speak up about being bored, I don't know if this is really someone you want to be involved with. Or it could be that your partner feels this way. It could be that your partner is somehow dissatisfied or feels that something is lacking in the relationship, perhaps more romance or more inspiration. Or they've just hit a lull with themselves emotionally, where they don't seem to be satisfied with anything, or they always want something else, or they always want something more. And it could be that they're afraid of letting you know how they feel, because they're afraid that you are going to become angry or defensive, or think of this as an attack, when really I'm not getting that this is an attack. It could even be that some of you have become disenchanted with a relationship, even though there's still love there, because you are afraid that they are sneaking around on you, or that they're not quite being honest with you. Or you may see some hidden sides of their nature that are not quite what you thought. If you are single and you are not in a relationship presently, it may be that you are actively working on releasing this, or you have to. This is stemming from the past somehow with relationships. Perhaps you were betrayed, or someone turned out to be narcissistic, or someone was a liar. Someone was not honest and they didn't have your needs in mind, or harmony in mind. Or they wanted to prove themselves by winning you over, but it was an empty victory, because It was like they had to one-up you or something. But in any case, if this has gone on in the past and this is still lingering in your emotional body, it's getting in the way of you being able to manifest what you want for relationships. You know what you want for relationships, but you are having a hard time releasing these old things. You can release these things, but I am getting you may be hesitant to initiate relationships or to ask people out because you're still recovering from that. But really what would help you is to get out more and invite things into your world. Invite people to do things with you. Socialize more, or make an active step in that direction of inviting new good things for yourself. It seems as if some of you may be wallowing in old pain somehow, or it's hard to let it go. In the future, coming up, for some of you, if you're in a relationship, you may find that you feel as if you are doing the majority of the work, or you're carrying your own load and the other person's load for them. You're carrying too much in the relationship, or you have too many responsibilities or too many back-breaking things. And you may need to step it up and really have a talk with your partner and let them know that you need their support, or you need them to actively work on the relationship as well, or even to be a breadwinner, or where you're not carrying someone else's burdens for them. They need to carry their own burdens if they're determined to have burdens in the first place. But this says you need to maintain your ground, or you need to maintain space for yourself so that you do not become overloaded with too much. If you speak up, if you let your partner know how you feel and that you're starting to feel worn down to the point where you're not even sure if you can make it, you're not even sure if you can hold all this stuff up very much longer, I am happy to say that the situation can become resolved. They can put some extra effort in if the relationship means something to them, if they want to preserve it, they're going to step it up a notch and help you. And the relationship will be able to grow. There will be more of a unified feeling of hope about the relationship where you support each other. I'm also getting, for some of you, you want someone who is spiritually supportive. Whatever your spiritual beliefs are or your spirituality is, you want someone who understands this part of you. Or that is on a similar spiritual path as you. I'm not necessarily talking about religions here. You want something that is meaningful. You want something that goes deeper than just the physical. You want something that is spiritually connected, where you're spiritually connected to each other, where you have faith, great faith and hope in your relationship that you will be able to manifest what you mutually want between the two of you. You may even meet someone completely new. This old situation either makes it or breaks it, depending on how communication goes. But regardless, even if you're single, it looks as if you've been struggling to release old burdens from the past that you still somewhat feel exhausted by, then you will be able to draw this in, and this is amazing. This is a soulmate relationship, or someone that is like a dear, dear soul that you've known in past lifetimes that makes you feel healed. This is a very healing relationship. There's a lot of emotional comfort in this relationship, and you're on a similar path, on a similar dream path. But yes, you can draw this in, no problem. You just have to release that bit of baggage from the past. And if you are in a relationship, there's a very good chance that things can be resolved and that you can start really moving forward, possibly in a more inspiring way than you ever have experienced with this relationship in the past. So if you guys have been working on a house, or if you have relocated to a new location, it seems as if things will go smoothly with the house. Things will get built well, or you'll find the right place to relocate to that is perfect for the two of you. Where there's a spiritual community here, or you feel a sense of community here, like you belong here. So hopefully that helped or made sense. And if you would like, feel free to check out the random messages for the universe for you guys that I'm going to be putting out in the middle of the month. And if you have somehow stumbled across this video and you're not familiar with my channel, you may want to check out your general reading for the month and see if that applies for you or helps you in some way. Okay, many blessings to you. I'll see you soon.